My name is John Caballero, a student at UCPI in the BSN program. This is my project presentation for Nursing 456 Senior Practicum. This slide also contains a certification of authorship. Moving on. Falls is a nursing sensitive indicator, simply meaning nurses have an influence on its outcome. Falls prolong patient stay as well as drive up healthcare costs. Some barriers that increase fall incidence include work overload, supply deficit, and lack of training. As such, I aim to tackle one of these barriers. The goal of this project is to design, implement, and evaluate an educational staff booklet that can be used in the unit. To accomplish this goal, there are three objectives I need to meet. One is to analyze evidence-based practices that are recent within 5 years about falls interventions that is applicable to the unit. Second is to implement the educational booklet on the unit. Third is to evaluate the effectiveness of the educational fall intervention materials. The first part of this project mostly consisted of reviewing materials. For this project, I read up on 10 literature reviews and applied that to an annotated bibliography for future use. The leapfrog score of the hospital also gave insight to how the facility is doing compared to other facilities. I also reviewed the falls policy of the facility I work on. After compiling information, I created a booklet and survey to provide to the staff during staff huddles. On the left side of this slide is a falls education booklet from cover. It's too big to show in one slide, so a link will be on the description if you want to look at it. The booklet contains the low risk, moderate risk, and high risk interventions, as well as guidelines to post-fall. The booklet is accompanied by a survey that was handed out before giving the booklet and after a week of having the booklet. On the right side of the slide is the results, which shows an increase in score. Many of the falls policy of the facility follows the universal precautions that I read up on recent literature. However, these policies is time-consuming to look for and was most often the feedback I got from the surveys. The staff liked having an accessible means of reading up on guidelines. During the huddles, an explanation of the booklet as well as the context clarified some confusion. For example, prior to ambulation, the floor pad should be removed because it can be a trip hazard. Because of this booklet, there should be, theoretically, a decrease in falls. Time management is used daily on the nursing floor. Having accessible means to guide interventions can increase efficiency. Education should be used to support other interventions, including staff training and alarm system use. This project allowed me to collaborate with many people, including my mentor, colleagues, and other committees. Familiarizing myself to them allows for networking possibilities as well. It allowed me to also seek current information that I wouldn't otherwise have known. For example, there are interventions that other countries use that we don't do here in the US. Here's the references used for this PowerPoint, and thank you for listening to my project.